3.2 though in Hennessy, Oklahoma. 4.6 earthquake in Colombia. 4.4 Japan, 4.5 Japan, 4.9 over in Trinidad, Tobago. What? That was a strong quake for Trinidad, Tobago. Also, there was some small quakes, different places. Puerto Rico is really rocking again. A lot of quakes there. 4.9 again, Tonga. 4.4 Afghanistan. 4.7 Vanuatu. 4.6 El Salvador, 4.5 Greece with some aftershocks, 5.2 Guatemala, 4.5 Indonesia, Cascade, Idaho with a 2.8 and a 2.5. Also Argentina with a 4.6. Bridgeport, California at a 2.5. And Lone Pine, California, 3.0. Okay, kind of quiet right now. Let's hope it stays that way. But hundreds of birds, along with thousands of mussels and fish, have mysteriously died in Oslo, Norway. Something is seriously wrong over in Oslo. Fish, mussels, birds, all dying. Very uncharacteristic seabirds have been found dead over in Oslo, Norway. The people are stunned by this information. It's affecting the ecosystem, and they're not sure what's caused it. Could it be raw sewage? Could it be industrial? It can't be industrial pollution. They shut the factories down. 240 dead birds have been found since mid-April. And the Norwegian Broadcasting Company reports about 400 more were found lifeless along the shoreline. Also, there's fears the real number is really several thousand. There you see the birds. These are seabirds, hundreds of them. They think could be thousands of them, plus the mussels and the fish. A lot of cod. It's really white fish dying, but these seabirds you can see is a very, again, the Hosea prophecy. We continue to see more and more animals dying, and it's heartbreaking, guys. To be honest with you, it's very, very heartbreaking, very, very frustrating to see this right now. Can we just check the spaceweather.com, because we are definitely seeing a lot, and this might be a little bit of a heads up here. The Halley's Comet debris field that we're going to be really tonight and tomorrow night are going to be the big nights.
Thanks for hanging out with me, guys.
Let me go there real quick here. Give me a moment.
If you haven't seen this whole video, there's a little bit of Mother's Day song coming on the beginning of it for you guys.
Fireballs in the sky as we go through this debris field.
I'm looking for more crazy skies. I found a couple.
I think I'm going to be looking. Last night I walked out and looked up. It was cloudy. Okay, so I couldn't get to see any last night. Right now, the winds are blowing 321 kilometers per second on the sun. But Halley's Comet versus the supermoon. This is the question. And as you can see, the Earth is approaching the stream of debris from Halley's Comet, source of the annual meteor shower that we have every year.
What's going on? Look at this. It just started back up.
May 5th and 6th. So Cinco de Mayo. Is this Cinco de Mayo?
Look at the outline around the clouds.
It's Cinco de Mayo. Please, nobody open up a Corona right now. But seriously, it is Cinco de Mayo. And so it's a celebration of Mexico. That's their Independence Day. It's also World Unity Day. Did you know that? World Unity Day. That's another one. And I don't know why they would have World Unity Day on Cinco de Mayo when you mess up Mexico's Independence Day. You shouldn't do that to Mexico. Oh, by the way, it's raining plasma on the sun, Brock. A massive prominence is jutting out over the sun's northeastern limb. It's leaking plasma. According to reports, it's been filmed, this gigantic structure from the backyard in France. Pictures have been taken. It tracked it for 2 hours. They were using a 100 millimeter refractor with an H-alpha filter lens. Turned the red glow of a solar hydrogen. explains Chaplin, who took the picture, a guy named Sylvian Chaplin. He said it was wonderful
I like
to discover
that,
in the resulting video so many fine patches of gases
We're gonna do some hunting
downward on the magnetic.
It's Sunday, guys. I'm gonna go hunting. I got
Is
energy.
that what Mike from around the world
falling asleep
said was going to happen? He said, I measured some of them speeding around 100,000 miles an hour. Plasma. Now, prominents like these are the subject of the cutting-edge research, but inside the structures, solar magnetic
love you guys,
fields,
Mike and Paul. If you hear
planet
this, we love you.
Clouds of
Okay, I'm in Alaska looking to see if
above
it's
the
worth
surface
going.
of the sun.
Clear
Sometimes
skies, really
hydrogen-rich
good.
plasma leaks out, producing a type of glowing hot rain. What? Mysteriously, some of the raindrops plummeted faster than the ambient magnetic forces seem to allow. The theory of a magnetic diffusion applied to solar prominences predicts much slower speeds than 100,000 miles an hour. So Chaplin said the rainstorm is breaking the speed limit. It was raining fire back down on the sun. So what's happening is, we'll get Mike around the world to explain this better. That remember when he said that when the gravitational pull, when the planet X gets close enough to the sun, it will start to suck the hydrogen out of the sun, and that it could actually, if it gets close enough, it can just go, and the sun would just go dark, and then it will refire back up. Okay, well, what's happening right now, the hydrogen is being pulled from the sun, and as it's being pulled, some of the plasma is leaking back down on the sun, raining down fire on the sun. This is all part of the effects of Planet X or Nibiru. And let me just tell you something about the liquid fire, because I read the book, I studied it, and as a matter of fact, I did several Patreons on this last year.
Today,
from Worlds in Collision by Emmanuel Velikovsky, where he saw liquid rain start to rain on the earth. It was recorded by the Mayan Indians and the Peruvian Indians that it rained liquid fire down on the earth. Well, listen, folks, that's exactly what can happen when hydrogen is sucked out of the sun, that it takes with it plasma, and then the plasma could rain down on the earth. And so this has happened before, but I mean, we're talking 3,600 years ago. Okay? 3,600 years ago. Are you serious? This is why we've been. This is why
cams are being good to me.
We're gonna get more information about it, but it's actually, and these guys on Space Weather are sharing this information, maybe not even realizing that what they're seeing is what's about to come down, raining down on us. If the same effects from the days of the plagues of Egypt come upon us as well, and I don't know. Okay. I don't know the answer if that will happen or not, but it is what Mike from the world has been talking about. Now, there you see the fireballs. We had 16 of them breaking through the Earth's atmosphere last night. You see that reported. And then we go to the asteroid report, and here's what we got now. Okay, today, of course, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. There we're going to have an asteroid tonight, asteroid 2020 HS9. It's going to be close at 4.6 lunar distance. We have an asteroid 2020 HR8, will miss us by 9 lunar. Asteroid 2020 HZ6 will miss us by 10.2 lunar. Asteroid 2020 HL will miss us by 16.7 lunar distance. And asteroid 2020 HF7 will miss us by 9.3. But still, look how many that is. 5 asteroids. What? 5 near-miss asteroids. One pretty close at 4.6 lunar distance, which is about 1 million miles. Okay? Still, we're going to keep a close eye on all of these going on around the world. The asteroids, the meteorites, all of these things that are happening. This is all part of the last days, the end time prophecies that we've been keeping an eye on. And that's why we do this here on our broadcast. We've been doing this for 10 years, covering the earthquakes, the asteroid reports, the fireballs. And all the time I was doing that, God told me to keep doing that, keep doing that. I kept saying, God, okay, I understand we're going to have earthquakes in diverse places. Can we move on? He said, no.
Yeah, Paul.
Get it? Jesus made specific point to put this in there for a reason. The intensification in the last days is part of the birthing pains of the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. And then he said,
Go, Paul,
you gotta
go.
start looking into the
Amen.
heavens, because men's hearts are going to fail them for the fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven are going to be shaken. So don't you dare stop now talking about it. Instead, hold a conference on it. The heavens are shaking. And now this year, Mega Quake 2020.
Have a conference. That's what I should do.
And
You guys
more
ready to have a conference?
come. Are you serious? When we come back, I got a lot more to do. They think they might have found the Garden of Eden. And then we've got airports, Russia, the potential war talked about between America and China, and a whole lot more, including this Kim Jong-un. Is he the first guy with the mark of the beast?
No, actually in Michigan, I think. Paul's going to do a song for us. Honored, huh?
They can take his name off the news. They can take his name out of prayer. But if they want to get to God, there's only one way there. That's through Jesus.
Good song, Paul.
Yes, the Lord's the only way. Through and by Jesus. He's the only way to God. Some say there's other ways, many ways to go. Why, you can be your own God. Let me tell you.
Northeast.
No, that ain't so. It's Jesus.
Way northeast.
Yes, the Lord's the only way.
Northeast. Let's go look north. Northeast.
He's the only way to God. He is the way, the truth, and the life. He is the door this world needs to step through tonight.
You think that looks normal, guys? I don't.
When your time down here is ended, and your work on earth is done, and you're lying on your deathbed, where will you run? It'll be to Jesus. Yes, the Lord's the only way. Through and by Jesus. He's the only way to God. So they can take his name off the news, and they can take his name out of prayer. But if they want to be heard by God, there's only one way there, Jesus. Yes, the Lord's the only way. Through Jesus. He's the only way to God. Yes, the Lord's the only way. Through and by Jesus. He's the only way to God.
It's like good fishing here in this Alaska cam today. I'm going to take you guys over to a filter in a minute. We're going to look at that. Thank you for coming to my extended show today. We're going to extend that. I think Mike from around the world will be on.
Guys, we're back. Welcome back. Hour number 2. Even though it's not quite 1 o'clock, we want to say welcome back, everybody. Does Kim Jong-un, did he take the mark of the beast? Well, we're not saying he did, but it's really weird that he came back from the dead and came back with a mark in his right wrist that has.
We're in real time, guys. I just caught this.
Including the Pentagon. And doctors are looking at it. Even North Korea media
on my desktop
are showing pictures of Kim Jong-un. This is for you guys over there, Patreon. There he is. But it was on his right wrist, and they show the picture. I haven't got that picture to show you over here, but there it is. And several pictures have been taken. There's some kind of what looks like an implant. May have been done to the right wrist of Kim Jong-un. Somehow he miraculously recovered from the dead. Or did he? It's all in the wrist. At least when it comes to figuring out what happened to suddenly the undead Kim Jong-un of North Korea.
The undead.
State media released footage Saturday of the
maybe he's the Antichrist.
36-year-old dictator riding an electric golf cart around at a phosphoric fertilizer factory with a new mysterious mark on his wrist. According to North Korean news, information about the video and the mark on Kim's wrist was very limited, as U.S. medical professionals told North Korean news that the small mark might signal a recent cardiovascular procedure, possibly was done on his right radical
I'm gonna get some stuff together. I'm gonna do some filtering. I'm waiting for it to come up.
Do it at. So the newly published videos showed a smiling North Korean leader back from the dead. Is he a zombie apocalypse? What? He was strolling around the factory, ending that 3-week absence from the public, fueled by rumors that he had died. Kim Jong-un, all in black, wearing no face mask and a strange, mysterious mark on his right wrist, was seen cutting the red
hanging out with
ribbon at a fertilizer
This is Chris
plant.
speaking. Welcome to my channel. If you're just getting here, been up a couple hours. I'm just hunting around now looking for. We've caught like 2 or 3 things already.
The factory's banner
and
said
I'm gonna do a little
2020.
filtering in a minute.
They say the picture was authentic. It was not photoshopped, and that these pictures of something on his right wrist are also interesting. So we don't know exactly what the story is with Kim Jong-un. I'm not saying that that's the mark of the beast. We don't have a beast yet to have a mark given, okay? But it is kind of strange that this guy came back from the dead. Is he suffered was it a deadly head wound and he's back? I mean, I don't have the answers, okay? We don't have the answers, but we do have the questions. All right. Everybody wants to know. Don't worry. It's not time for the mark of the beast yet. And anyway, is that really Kim Jong-un? I'm still not positive. Could that be a clone? Someone said. Whoa, phone home. Kim Jong-un's got a clone. Oh no, get the drone. Call home. It's really weird. I mean, I don't know.
I must have went to school, Paul Begley, because I would say something like that. You know? Phone home, Kim Jong.
I think you might have found the location of the Garden of Eden, Brock. At least that's what somebody's opinion. They might have been found. I'm not so sure I agree with this theology, but here we go. The Bible.
Anita said, "Happy Mother's Day, Don."
Approved by many as the true testament that spreads the word of God and Jesus Christ actions.
I'm just hunting around, guys. I'm going to go to my filter here in a second.
People state that the Bible is nothing more than fiction, while others are saying they may have discovered the archaeological evidence that could demonstrate its existence. But the location of the Garden of Eden remains a mystery for all believers. Professor Tom Meyer, commonly referred to as the Bible memory man, has declared that 2 particular artifacts can back up the biblical story of the creation. The 2 archaeologists' artifacts cast light on the first chapters of the book of Genesis.
Oh, check this out, guys.
It's going to take you to the location. What? It is in Iraq. One While one of them is showing the location of the storyline, the other one demonstrates the presence of the original.
You guys see that? What's going on there?
The Samaritan King list.
That's live right now.
Is an artifact discovery
I'm gonna leave that on there for a
by
second.
Herbert Wells, an English archaeologist, which dates back from 2100 BC.
1 o'clock in the afternoon, Baja.
And Urdu.
This right here is the base.
Now, Professor Meyer is underlining that the discovery shows the first city that was ever built, according to the artifacts, were discovered until now. The Garden of Eden is probably located in Urdu, being covered in a cluster of tells. Tell is a result of a civilization that builds its necessities over another culture. In the end, everything is buried throughout the years. The first time that this area was discovered was back in 1855 by John George Taylor, an English archaeologist. More than 5 decades later, another man by the name of H.R. Hall and Campbell Thompson reminded the humanity of this unique artifact. The archaeological digs are demonstrating that the possible location of the Garden of Eden was densely populated back in their time.
Richard, I need the link. I can't find it.
Is the proximity
they're hiding it from me because I can't find that title on Ben Nunn's site at all. I listen to them all the time too.
Okay.
I've never listened to that.
Include the town of
Somebody's got to find me a link and send it to me.
150 miles
Please.
from
I'll put them on today.
And Eric,
maybe later. Right now, I'm gonna listen to Mike from around the world. Come on, Mike.
So there's some.
Look at that sky, guys. Unreal looking planets coming through.
Is potentially the location of the Garden of Eden. Now, Stan Dale did a great.
Did you get anything good, Anita?
Happy
Mother's Day.
Stan Dale about the potential location of Garden of Eden. It was one of the
earlier I did a Mother's Day song, so Anita, you must go back.
The most popular, but it was certainly well viewed. And he went there. Stan Dale and his wife went there, and actually had a lot of great points they made about that area they went to. But this place, Eridu, is also talked about by archaeological site in southern Mesopotamia.
This one I'm running right now, it says
in Iraq. Eridu was long considered the earliest city in southern Mesopotamia.
Debris cloud. This is the 9th. Mike from around the world, Pastor Paul Begley. So maybe Mike didn't make it.
It's located 12 kilometers. Intelligence report called the 5. I don't know. This is. Wait, monks would be like this, right? Who's see, that's 1048-B.
I thought I listened to this one.
Powerful 2-part DVD. They weren't very good with their computers, and I'm not that great. You know what, PBT? If people of people in other parts of the world here in the last 6 months who have also seen very similar looking entities in the UK and in different parts of Europe.
Richard, just like you're chatting, just right click.
So it's just been in the last few months that there's been this release. Well, guess what?
And then right-click the link and paste it in the chat box.
Just for a few months. Now, let me throw something out for you guys. I want you to take a deep breath, everybody. But do you remember Rhonda Epstein?
Yeah, I'm going to go look, Richard, again.
And she gave this prophecy in November of 2018. She said, when Paul Begley goes back to Israel, it will begin. Do you remember that? Well, she prophesied that. She didn't even know who I was. We contacted her and said, Rhonda, what is it do you think it means that when I go to Israel, it will begin? She said, I don't know, but when it begins, the whole world will know it. Well, we went to Israel in mid-October of 2019, and we came home Heidi and I stayed an extra week after. I think we stayed an extra 10 days after the tour was over, because I spent 23 days in Jerusalem. And we came home, I believe, on November the 9th, 2019. And the coronavirus broke out.
Okay, here, guys, I'm going to do a little filtering.
On November the 9th, 2019, in China, in Wuhan, China. The exact day that we left Israel, the day that we were leaving.
These pictures we just saved, right?
Is it now? I'm sitting here now, 6 months later, wondering, is that what? Because while we were there, there was 490 rockets that were fired at us.
Wow.
Okay, fired into Jerusalem from the West Bank, and I thought, well, maybe that's what the prophecy. She didn't know, but maybe this is. Maybe we're getting ready to see Psalms 83 or getting ready to see Ezekiel 38. But now that I've had 6 months to review it, what began? Coronavirus. And now, and she said, but I know this, the Lord said, when it begins, but once it gets going, the whole world will know it. Well, I think the whole world knows what the coronavirus is, Brock. So it's very possible that the prophecy that Rhonda Epstein gave on her YouTube channel, and she had never spoken to me and didn't even really know who I was, but God revealed to her that she had heard the name Paul Begley, she'd heard about me, but didn't know anything about me. Didn't matter. She got a word from God, and she went and told it. And it's obviously now, this could be what it was. Having said that, prophecy, dreams, visions, all these things are so important. That's why we keep a close eye. That's why I've been studying some of the prophecies of David Wilkerson and some of the others. But I got something else to give you. The bubonic plague that hit the earth in the 1300s, its worst year of the whole world was the year 1354. Brock, that was the worst deaths of all of the plague. Okay?
Was he really, Douglas?
And
I just read that.
That was the year.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, the first recorded pandemic
was
back in 541 AD. Thank you. But in the year 1354 was the worst year for the number of people to have died from the plague. Guys, that was 666 years ago. And now we're under the pandemic of
real or spiritual or multidimensional.
This is year 666.
See that, guys?
Since the worst year of the plague. Just keep that in mind, as that is
it's real. We just got the footage. You guys watch me.
Stunning statistic, okay? But wow. Oh, by the way, there was a psychic in the United Kingdom, a very famous psychic in the United Kingdom, who has seen a vision and said that Joe Biden would be discredited. Now, this was back in January that this psychic published this. Said that in a vision, and of course this is a psychic, so we're not talking about a spiritual revelation from God, but that this psychic said in a vision,
look at that, guys,
that Joe Biden
9:25 this morning
be discredited by a scandal.
That was in Alaska, Yukon River Bridge.
As the
look at the sun up there, it's got some weird activity.
Warren,
but I got about 5 of these pictures.
Who would then lose the election to Donald Trump in November of 2020. So that's really weird. I would say this is kind of weird news, but I will throw that out there for you.
I'll save a picture of that.
This person came out with this psychic. I'm not saying, please give me a break on this. I am not endorsing psychics.
He just realized, what am I saying? I'm a pastor. I better not say that.
I preached against psychics and sorcery
and
witchcraft and Wiccans and everything that has to do with the spirit of darkness. So I'm not endorsing this. I'm just telling you what is being published now all over the UK, that the psychic saw Joe Biden would end up being replaced because of a
There's
scandal.
Your original guys.
And now this scandal that Joe Biden apparently is enthralled in has to do
with it come out of
potentially sexual assaults of women and young girls and different people. I have no
kind of a
idea
greenish
Joe Biden
planet,
did any of this.
greenish blue.
I have no clue what he's did or didn't do. I'm not going to demonize the man. I've seen what they did to Kavanaugh. Absolute made up lies on him. I've seen this same little trick played so many times. But what I will say
crazy, isn't it?
Is that it looks like the Democrat Party has decided
Hello, skies.
with Joe
Welcome
Biden
to the end
because
days.
it's the Democrat media. It's the socialist media. It's the Illuminati even has starting to jump all over him. So please understand, Pastor Begley is not endorsing this. I'm just sharing a news article with you. Okay, please understand. I do not believe.
Hang on.
Oh, I know sorcery works. I know people do it. I know they can see things.
Witchcraft as well.
I know they can.
Okay, I'm going to save this, guys.
King Saul went to the Witch of Endor, and the Witch of Endor's prophecy was correct.
We call it multidimensional.
It was still from the dark side. Okay, so it was still right, but it was the dark side.
Okay.
So
now I got that little filter. What's what I'm going to do?
Know that this narrative is out there now. And so don't be shocked if Biden isn't replaced. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Elizabeth Warren that takes his spot, or Hillary Clinton, or Michelle Obama, or, or Nancy Pelosi, or Chucky Schumer. I ain't got a clue. Just relax, everybody. Take a deep breath. Don't go off the deep end here. It'll be okay. The bottom line is it doesn't change a thing. Donald J. Trump will become and remain the president of the United States. And
I know I just made God
for this nation that we can get through what we're into.
Okay, now I got that saved. I'm going to do a couple of the other filters.
Some more information here.
See what we get.
Can we go to earthquakes? Because during our mega quake conference, we had almost a mega quake. We had a 6.6 powerful earthquake, very shallow, that hit Greece. It was felt in Jerusalem. It shook things off the walls in Jerusalem. What? Yes, it was during our mega quake conference. How many times has this happened?
That's trippy.
The very thing we're talking about manifest is in the it's just unbelievable, really. But anyway, in the last 24 hours, listen to this. I'm just going to do the big ones. 4.0 Japan, 5.7 Peru. We had a 6.6 in Greece, with a lot of aftershocks in Greece at 5.8, 5.7, all kinds of stuff. Even lately, we've had a 4.2 in Greece, a 4.9 in New Zealand, a 5.1.
Well, I thought Mike from around the world was on this. You said it was a 7?
That's just from about 30 minutes ago. 5.1.
I'm going to leave this filtered version up for a minute. I'm going to go find it.
Russia, 4.5. Russia, 4.4. Russia, 4.9. Greece, 4.2. Greece, 5.0. Indonesia. We also had Chatsworth, California, with a 3.3.
Carol, save those pictures for me. Efren, how you doing?
4.0 Puerto Rico.
Almost off.
5.9 Japan.
Un poco español. More, I can listen to you or watch you type and know what you're saying, but don't know how to speak.
5.1 Easter Island. 4.6 Panama. 4.5 Turkestan.
I'm going to take a picture of that one.
5.1 Tonga. 2.9 Still Chalice, Idaho is shaking. Look at all that activity in Idaho and Southern California. 4.6 Indonesia, 4.9 Guam, 4.6 Fiji, 4.9 Kenya. What? Plus locusts over there. And we just had a 2.5 in Blackwell, Oklahoma moments ago, but a whole lot of shaking going on. Seriously, guys. Are you serious? The earth is shaking and quaking. The devil's back is breaking. My mind is aching. And this weekend, Heidi definitely made me some great scrambled eggs and bacon with biscuits and gravy.
Oh, come on, Paul. That's wrong.
jelly. What? I mean, but anyway,
okay, I'm gonna go find. I thought Mike was on
things
this
got
one. Sorry, guys.
Crazy.
I'll find it.
We're crazy for
Apparently, Mike never showed up, and he never said he wasn't.
What is the death toll in the ending in the January?
I thought this
is
was
a clean ship. There's that we're trying to creep into Tripoli. Keep an eye on that man. And let me give you some more news that's coming out also.
I guess he never showed up. Okay, the 7th. 1 day ago. Maybe this one.
Start using strong language like treason. I think that we're going to see some contact with somebody. One of his aides definitely has the coronavirus.
All right, music, maestro. Let's do some music. I ain't done filtering yet. No, I'm just starting. Okay, next picture. We just caught these in Alaska. If you just got here, we did a little hunt in Alaska, spontaneous, and then I just did this little hunt real quick. I like this filter I just discovered for this object. It's really amazing. What could I do to that? I don't know. I shouldn't even mess with that. What in the world? Surreal, surreal. Next. See, I made this little multi-dimensional. Yeah, that cloud's not right. Get that from pixelated. It's just not a good cloud. kid. There's another one, the cloud in front of it, which I like that picture by itself. Here's the next one. It's like there's roads and kind of like squares and stuff on it. Then we've seen this object right here, which I think is just totally not right. Some kind of weird dragon worship going on. Look at the shape of this, like a dragon. See that, Richard? Over here. It's kind of weird. The Chinese would have a dragon like that, you know, sort of like that. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with this fascinating looking planet. Now, thanks for hanging out. If you're late, go back to the beginning because I did a Mother's Day song for everybody, Sarah. You see that, Rich, Douglas? Nano skies, baby. Yeah, that's nano skies, ain't it? The other picture with the thing in the clouds pretty trippy. Yeah. Did you see that hummingbird? I thought it was just me being weird. I didn't want to say nothing. This one? I see surface on that rock, whatever it is. The hummingbird. Let me see. This one? Boy, this one was nice. This one to me is another. There you go, Doug. This is nano skies right there, bro. So I ended on that picture, nano skies. And as you can see, it's Sunday morning. I got a lot of energy, so I might be back in a little bit. It's funny, I get ready to leave and everybody jumps back on. I think you guys do that on purpose, don't you? Yeah. Okay, I gave you guys an assignment. I know you already got it, Laura. I'm gonna go look too. But Laura does all sky cams. There's blue sky. There's bloom sky cams. There's all sky cams. Hey, yellow. Look at the yellow. Look at the yellow, Doug. Anyways, bloom sky, all sky. There's NC cams. So everybody's got to go look for one Mother's Day picture for the next show. Send it to my email, and I'll do an email show. You guys just send pictures in for today for Mother's Day. Put on it Mother's Day, and I'll open it and do filters on it just like this. But I won't do it until later tonight, maybe like 5 o'clock, okay? Something like that. Because all I'm going to do today is eat and kiss my wife a lot because she's the mother of my child. She did good. She raised her. He's not on drugs. He's not an alcoholic. I'm praising God. He knows Jesus. I'm praising God. So my wife did a great mothering job. So I give God glory for my wife today on the end of this video. And you guys stay safe. Pray for one another. And don't hide from me when I come on live. I need to see you. Someone said this is like Richard. You said, "Was this your flock?" It's like I feel like I pray for you guys. So welcome, Anita, to my world. You're welcome to be here. Be part of the fam. Yellow sun coming up, purple sun going down, nano planet, and a hummingbird somewhere in the sky. Got Jesus?